Oh, Greenie, I missed you, my boy. How does this even look? It looks like... You have to give the green screen credit. It actually just looks like I'm holding my hands there. You can't... It doesn't even have a shadow throw or anything. I mean, here's the thing. There could literally be nothing behind me and I could just be like... Oh! Hello Comet, hello Enigma, Happy New Year and welcome to Gaming in Ties. Wait, I'm not even wearing my tie, it just came too early. You tricked me, you evil man
How dare they?
who is always here for us and watches the show passionately, all the shows passionately and moderates and stuff. How evil of you. God. Also, we need to be very careful with singing the Welcome to the Neighborhood nowadays, with Twitch being even worse of a place. Even worse than YouTube if you think about it. YouTube is just handing out copyright strikes and giving away money, but to big companies. Twitch is just like, whoop, your ass is...
Yeah.
What do they...
Your ass is fried.
Fried?
Yeah. Your goose is cooked, I think is what I'm really
Your
thinking
ass
of.
is fired? Your ass is on fire?
Of course, we gotta blame Wolfhead.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Blame Wolfhead. I agree with that message. So... but yeah, New Year. Good old shirt. Good old tie. Good old vest. Good old Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yeah. Good old... How the fuck did I do those voices question?
Yay!
Yeah.
The best part.
Oh boy. Are we all ready?
I'm so ready.
Your ass is grass.
Your ass is grass.
Yeah, I
I've
heard
that
this
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard this one too. Your ass is grass. But this is more like a statement to a person. Twitch would come to us and say your ass is grass, but Twitch doesn't grass our ass. I hope. I'm not sure what that even would look like.
Either, honestly.
Anyways.
Yes.
How, by the way, is the audio? Like me versus the music. Okay, if I look at those little lines on OBS, it looks like me talking is significantly louder than the background music, so she should be good. I had a few bad streams recently, so I'm a little bit paranoid when it comes to audio settings.
Fair.
Anyways, let's hope for the best and say hello and welcome everybody to Gaming in Ties. Nice. 2021 edition, where we continue with what we started last year. That's a great cut there for a new year.
Yay.
Especially since you just earlier told me that after the current trial there is another trial, and then there is a tacked-on trial, which is as long as the entire game up to this point. So
Practically, yeah.
Practically. So yeah, it looks like we are going to do a little bit more Phoenix Wright before we can switch out game. Also, hello Lupus. The audio is fine. Here's background. Hello. Why do you two chose the 2000 puzzles that one?
It's still not done.
Nope, it's still not. I mean, the sad thing is, I don't think the number of puzzle pieces was the problem. The problem was this fucking monochrome puzzle that we picked.
Yeah, there's too much background that looks the same.
Could you quickly grab the one that we did not pick?
Yeah.
Sadly,
I mean, you did tweet a picture of it.
I did tweet a picture of it, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like 2000 is an okay number. It's a challenging number, not gonna lie. But if you have a puzzle like this, let's see how much of this the green screen kills. The green screen turns this black and white, interestingly enough. This is actually a very colorful one, which is not transparent. So this is not really working, as I hoped. But yeah, it's a colorful one. It has a lot of structure of individual places going on there. All the
Every
good
house
stuff.
has a different color.
Exactly, and a lot of structure, not this blurry greenish mess of a background which takes up 2/3 of the picture. Anyways, Phoenix Wright. I already said the hello and welcome. This looks like the most recent save game. I'm still not sure why I created a new one. Load this. Yes, this is... This seems to be a Japanese thing. I noticed with Persona 5 the other day that it also is like... I start the game up new. I come from the main menu to the loading a game screen. It's like, are you really sure you want to load this save game?
Just to be extra sure.
Exactly. I mean... On saving, over saving. I'm like, okay, saving over another save game. Yeah, that makes sense to double check, but anyways. Oh wait, we're in the courtroom. Right there. Oh my, this is a strong start. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Last day, isn't it? It's the third day. Everything is coming together. Oh my.
It's the last trial of
The
this
prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
chapter.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial.
Aha, as I recalled.
I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, truth will become clear. Testimonies are... That's the thing... never mind. Testimonies are actually not really conclusive evidence anyways.
It's the main game mechanic for this game.
I know, that's why I was like, wait, this is literally all I do. Evidence that I find is secondary to what people claim. So, yeah, in this game...
Well, they claim things and then use evidence to back it up.
Yeah, but they can just claim things and Edgeworth always gets like his way until I actually have to find... What if somebody just has a really good false alibi? I only can get them by making them contradict themselves.
Yep.
Anyways.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. I wonder if this one works just as well in Japanese.
I probably use some other pun.
Probably.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss Vasquez. We were agreeing that Vasquez. Because we agreed that he was probably more Hispanic than French.
Yes.
To the stand. Miss Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2 trailers that day.
So I do get to talk already.
Oh my. Will the witness state her name and occupation after I just did this for her? Oh, Edgeworth, you always have the best witnesses who work so well for you.
De Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were into the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. I don't know what accent this is, I'm just gonna go with it.
Good call.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it! Make her pay!
What basis does she do this again? Because we were surrounded by mafia dudes at some
Because
point?
she's with the mafia and has hushed stuff up in the past?
Yeah, that was the thing. Why are we still allowing this incompetent child into the courtroom?
Because she's your quirky sidekick.
I repeat my question.
Every main character needs a quirky sidekick.
It's a courtroom.
Japanese-made game.
Why am I playing this? Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
I don't think she's wearing pants.
Oh my, double weird. Maybe we will see her butt at some point when we get the full courtroom view.
No, I mean she's wearing a dress.
Maybe we will see her butt in the full courtroom view. Oh.
I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at noon sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the morning. Meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1.
This fucking hole in his chest. I mean, not a drip of blood, but a hole over what looks like a hollow body?
It has been mentioned that there was no blood on the costume.
Oh yeah, that was mentioned. But still, it looks like a hole in you know those hollow Santa Claus? I wonder why this came to my mind in January, am I right? But yeah, you know those hollow Santa Clauses when you punch a hole and then this is how it looks. Just white chocolate or something. But yeah,
That's all.
oh, that is a testimony, all right.
I have a question about one part of your test.
Oh, the judge does have a question. I'm now like mind blown.
You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van.
Why was there a bling sound? This was a ooh, something got revealed sound.
There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that.
A van full of blood and body parts, maybe?
Probably. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
I thought you were fatigued. The fatigue was enough of a reason to take the van, except of course you had a dead body in there. Aha! This is now in the evidence folder. I have an entire van in my pocket now.
Ah, you got deep pockets.
True
You
that.
don't have any cash.
It's very true.
Oh, I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Oh, we're already in the final battle. Okay, that's cool. So it's over any moment now.
It's the first stage of the final battle.
Oh, I see. So this is not even her final form.
Exactly. She has to have a, breaking point.
Great. Keep pressing. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop in at the employee area?
No.
Ask open questions, you fool. No yes and no. Then again, yes and no questions are probably more appropriate for a courtroom.
Yeah.
Are you always this terse? Yes.
Yes.
Of course it was a yes.
Of course.
Oh dear.
I mean, it was hard enough getting her to talk to them in the first place when they were talking to her in the investigation.
Wait, didn't she just say she arrived a little before noon? Oh, the meeting started sharp. Okay, now it makes sense. Press it. Keep pressing. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Let's see. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. This witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
The rehearsal afternoon. Bam! Press it! And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe could you try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You think? Come on. All it did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. So let's boom! Press it. Hold on. You said sail. Take you. Took? You
I
had
said, take
sail.
you.
You had sail. Take you? What does this mean? Since the judge did not already ask the very same question in an
Just keep
unskipped...
going. It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio to the van.
Oh, alright. It's just the thing we talked about 30 seconds ago. I really should start paying more attention. Do that everything. And where were you going during
What
that
were you
time?
doing?
What were you doing during the time? You mean the thing that she mentioned in the next part of her testimony where she explains that she was eating a T-bone steak with Sal outside?
You were the one that chose to press her.
Yeah, of course.
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops!
It was a 15-minute break.
Here's a question, but the game doesn't allow me to ask it. How did they get the steak? Wait, when was the accident? When did the thing fall over?
You can check your court record.
That's actually what I'm doing.
Wow.
2:15.
Mm-hmm.
And they said when was the break? At somewhere.
2:30.
2:30 was the break. So how did the steak already get there? Also, when was this? Oh, this was at 2. So is he carrying steak by any chance? It's like, here, Mr. Vaz, I have steak. I have brought you steak. Is there anything to this? No, it just exists. Uses this van to drive a case to studio after meeting. Radar. Oh, steak plate. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills. Okay.
That's the one that
exactly. Here are the sleeping pills. Here's a picture of the dead original one. Look, Vasquez still had emotions back then.
They died that day.
Very much so. Cody always carries it through learning and okay. How do I get out of here? So, Sal ate T-bone steaks and on the table in front of it. Okay, pass it. Do you have someone who can verify this, Sal? Obviously. Plus the non-existing bigwigs.
Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. What an absolutely watertight alibi.
Well, I could commit murder, but then I won't have time for lunch.
Exactly. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Yeah, you don't actually. You don't have. Pierce through, no. This is him walking. This is just a guide map. This is a weapon. This is.
Monkey.
Is this
No.
the proof? Because they ate the steak after it blocked the way? I mean, this is like the red text and everything. This is like, player, this is your loophole. This is how you can get. This is just the one plate, so from the employee area, so this doesn't prove jack shit.
There weren't, well, since you probably don't remember this, there weren't any bones on the plates in the studio, too.
That's true, but how do I prove this from here?
Yeah, it's the tricky part.
Evidence that proves. Yeah, I have non-evidence because the lack of T-bones is not proof of anything. Gee.
Sorry, I was pulling up the guide in case you get stuck. Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere.
I mean, yeah, Enigma has advice with, what about the sleeping pills? But that's the thing, we only know that one plate was traced with sleeping pills,
Yeah,
so
we'd only need to put it in one of them.
exactly. So the fact that there was one plate of in a different area of the studio, that there was one plate of traced. Wasn't there a method to super press, to double press?
Not unless they like say something that prompts you to press further, but that's only special occasions. Do you want some help since this one is not so obvious?
Maybe give an advice, or is Enigma already onto it?
No.
Because this plate also has and a large bone. Oh, maybe that's why. It has a large bone because it's called a T-boneless steak.
That is the correct evidence you need to present.
Seriously.
Yes.
So it's a trick that they talk that it's mostly about the sleeping pills, but it also says and a large bone. Sure. Oh, music drops. Oh my god. Ah! As I thought.
No.
You claim you ate a T-bone steak. Ooh, double hand. But I say you did not.
That is some,
Well, what's this now,
some
Mr. Wright?
counter-argument.
Yeah, I know, because bones are forever stuck to the plates they have been consumed of. No,
Absolutely.
and you cannot, Look at this. I brought this plate with dirty sleeping pill laced
Look at this
bone.
plate.
I know.
Oh, it's a plate.
Very observant, Mr. Judge. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
That's what she said.
Mr. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Yes, don't look so smug. How is it?
He always looks smug.
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vaquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on the plate.
No bones about it.
Wow, this evidence. The plates were bare. Oh boy, that's a reaction. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? By not leaving it on the plate, by throwing it into the garbage disposer, which is in the background of this scene for some reason. The incinerator, yeah. This is not evidence. I think I know how. Oh, it's a bone.
You ate the bone too.
I'm so tempted to use it because you ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. Yeah, I mean, it obviously is a used plate, so I guess she ate a steak, but... Oh no, he wants... Wait. He wants to prove that she didn't eat a steak, so... But there are two used plates, so it's not like she didn't eat.
But she didn't eat steak. If she's lying about steak, who knows what else she could be lying about?
But then both of those answers are kind of right.
No, not by the game's logic.
Yeah, I mean he was explicitly trying to find a reason that she, to prove that she didn't have time to eat the steak and murder. You didn't eat any steak during the break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator. Wait. No! Why? Phoenix, you fucking idiot! Wait, and she's actually agreeing?
She didn't say anything.
Oh, I see. Then what was Miss Marquez doing?
I mean, she could still have put the bone after eating it. I just recall that this was the game where I predicted that I'm about to rage quit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then what was Miss Marquez doing during her break?
Her break.
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
You still have full health. It's your stream. I'm not gonna stop you.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. I mean, we know that he came over there half an hour earlier before the road was blocked, so it would fit the schedule.
Honor! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Marquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
No, he was stabbed.
Yes, and I'm not sure if she has the muscle for it. Oh, by the way, we see her butt.
Yep, she's wearing a dress.
So we both were right.
You see her butt, and she's not wearing pants.
And she's wearing a dress. All three statements turned out true.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Oh my, she's talkative now. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick! Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature.
Yes, I actually called this out loud a minute ago.
I can't hear you. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
I think you could. You couldn't. You could.
You couldn't. You couldn't, could you? That
I
was
don't
clever.
know. Oh no, and it's actually blinking. Like, oh no, there's something in the...
Choose carefully.
I guess so. I mean, she's trying to goad me for this answer. I mean...
Well, it's the most logical answer.
That she couldn't? Or that he doesn't know?
That she couldn't.
But I mean, my assumption is that she did. So...
Or she may have found a way around it.
Possibly use the spear as a weapon. Okay, maybe not as a weapon, but I mean, she was even in this picture that we just saw, she was standing a few steps up. So she could, with weight, do it instead of...
Yeah, but it would be really slow. How could you do it with any, like... You would see it coming.
Well, she could be like, I am your boss. Lie down on the back. Yes, thank you. Now, please open your costume so I can have clear view of your chest. Thank you. And know how
I
still
don't
and
think
close
the
your eyes.
jackhammer was that stupid.
I don't know. He did this entire stunt with ho 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 ho. I put on this costume and I will pretend to be the other dude. Okay, so we are agreeing that she couldn't because why else would she ask this trap
playing
question?
along.
I guess that would be the lot, but since he is a little pork after. He's a little pork after.
Yeah,
God
he
damn
had
it,
to-
stop it with your memes. What was it? You lost it when he murder could have been went through the woods, exactly. And the game had originally said that the woods were to Sigmax. Still, game is stupid. Eeny, meeny, miny, moo. I mean, I don't know is an answer which is like, I'm giving up. So this is more like, haha, it's a battle of wits. I know what you think, but here, I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using it as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha! You'll see.
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. It's a very heavy glass table, I cannot really flip it.
And I'm pushing it down with my elbow.
It's true.
What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim.
This is... We know that forensic exists in this universe. I mean, they can predict stuff like, oh, it was a blunt, heavy object and shit like that. So they find a pointy thing next to a dead body and they are like, guess it was a murder weapon.
Makes sense.
I mean, he also has a hole in his chest, so I would expect something like, well, the spear was full of blood and it has the exact shape of the entry wound. Our forensics confirmed that. I have proof. Really? I don't know any of that. What proof do you have?
Because you don't remember that it's because it's been so many weeks.
Because it's broken?
Mm-hmm.
You see, I remember that it's broken.
Yeah,
Has
keep
been
looking at all
mended
the
with duct
evidence.
tape. The murder weapon. It literally says the murder weapon.
That's because everyone suspects it to be.
No. Photo of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. So he's learning to use... Oh, wait, he could have also fallen on the fence where he originally murdered somebody else. So the fence was the murder weapon. But yeah, I guess it's this one because broken shaft.
Yeah.
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a sick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? This was pretty... Think about what you are...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Are you even aware of what you're saying? Wait, this was her line still.
If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed?
Why do I have to prove it? I already proven that the one object that everybody thought was a murder weapon could not have been the murder weapon, so why is it up to me to prove that I just...
Because you're the protagonist.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I guess I have to say I can't tell you, even though I have no fucking clue, unless it was a fence. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, if you can...
Bluffing has been a strategy we've used before.
But besides that being potentially a strategy, this proving that something could not have been the murder weapon is not automatically false just because I cannot provide the action.
No, I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
So that's the only other pointy thing remaining, unless I want to say it's a large bone.
Aha!
It's the van. They ran him over and it looked like a hole in his chest. It's a fucking fence.
Yep.
Ha! Look at this photo.
What's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on the top of the stairs.
Wow, it's Jake Hammer standing on top of stairs. That proves a lot.
Order!
But here's the thing. The original murder left one of those... death, though. I mean, still up in
yes.
the air if it was murder or just accidental
Accident,
killing
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, it left one of the things bent.
Yep.
And then again, the new one could not have bent over because it pierced somebody. But how?
If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the... No, it didn't. It was bent over. I get mental indigestion from this. What? Oh my god! And I thought he was just taking a nap on the fence. Are you saying...
It's not just a stunt for the show?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again. Has happened again! Blah, 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 blah.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. So whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. So, oh no, I'm a fragile little woman. I cannot use this spear as a weapon. But look at me pushing over this full-grown man over a fence off the stairs over the fence.
Yeah, that's just a matter of balance points.
This is a guardrail.
Yeah, it's a matter of balance points.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. He's good at recapping. He should become a trailer speaker or something. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright.
Oh my god, she turns into Santa Claus. She is so impressed.
I'm coming to deliver all the little children, all their little toys. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true. Yeah, because if she doesn't, then everything else she said so far would be exposed as a lie.
Don't.
She's lying openly in court, so...
Mr. Wright, they always do.
Yeah, I know, but...
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say.
Why? Why would you even go down this lane, lady? Why? Are you really that blindly hoping that I cannot figure out the rest of the events and therefore you're off the hook?
Where's your suspension of disbelief?
I have been playing this game for too long, that's where it is.
You're not even done with the first game.
I know!
Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not?
What? A body is not locked in place after its death?
Don't think that's what you're saying. And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less.
Ooh.
Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1?
No, they're the fucking van.
And returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break?
Actually, no, you couldn't, because at this point in time the path was already blocked. Unless you went through the woods. And if this is actually the solution at the end, after all.
Could she carry a body through the woods?
Sal could. I mean, obviously not in 15 minutes, so they would just lie about the time
But even the kid
frame.
kept getting lost in the woods.
The kid is an idiot.
How could I have disposed of the body?
You didn't dispose of the body, you relocated the body.
Same thing.
You disposed of the costume. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jackhammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She couldn't have dealt with it. I bet she could move it. She had another way. She had another way, I guess? I mean, my implication is that either she had another person helping with it, she had the Magistrat costume there. I mean, wait, there was still a gap for 1 hour between... Yep, there's a 1 hour gap between the street being open again and everybody finding the dead body. So... she just had to have the body lie around for 2 hours, or one and a half hours at this point. She had the body lying around for 1.5 hours, then carried it over with the truck and also had an hour time to change it. However, what is the answer that indicates this very thing happened? I bet she could move it. No, that's bollocks. I mean, she could with the van. She couldn't deal with. Couldn't deal with it. No, she could. She had another way. I guess this one. I mean, this one would I bet she could move it with the van. But if there, what if she had another way to carry the body, or other than with her own hands? Oh God! Thank goodness I picked the right one.
For instance?
The van you described to us earlier. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do a deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Oh boy!
That's how this game works. You have to go through each thing step by step. Quit getting so hung up on details. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Be the leaf.
Yeah. The good kid. Wait, this was actually
That
the
was
shit
the
kid.
party kid.
That was the shit kid, which
Literally.
actually turned into a pretty awesome kid in the last season. He actually already turned into he already had a pretty fantastic arc in the second season.
Focus.
He was only shit in the first season, but there he was really atrocious.
Whoops.
Miss Varkes, you carried the body to Studio One. Wait, what? And you used the studio van to do it. I should do this as drunk streams. I'm pretty sure I would be a lot more chill if I would just be hammered. Like every time when I'm feeling the urge to yell at the game, instead taking a zip.
Should I go get you a Coke with vodka?
How are Twitch's policies on drinking on camera?
If they can't see the alcohol, right?
And we totally not talk about it in advance.
I'm getting you a Coke.
And that is very nice. Please get me a Coke. Hopefully you don't have to talk any moment now. And be generous with the clear stuff. I mean the ice.
Flavoring.
Yes, the flavoring. The vanilla extract.
Only a vanilla Coke.
And I guess I will do Miss Varkes in the meantime.
Okay.
Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards. So we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Tall take me. There was a van there, right? I had Zal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the Magistrat costume. Ah! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Master Manella was a conspirator? Eeny, meeny, miny, moo. I guess I could imagine that he was, because he is enough of a do I dare to say it on this very platform, an SIMP for Miss Varquez, that he might do it. I mean, she could probably cover the dead body with some blanket or something in the back of it. Did you and Denim not? We pretended not to Enigma, so I guess this counts for something. I mean, we didn't get hammered, so that's the thing. Of course he was. Of course he wasn't. I dare to say he was. So he could just be a completely not ignorant, a completely not getting anything, a complete ooh. Oh, thank you very much for this neat glass of cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheerio. But yeah.
Of course he was.
Not ignorant. What's the other word for ignorant? Would also start with an I. He could have been completely. Well, I guess we wasted enough of the viewers' time with me trying to figure out what this word was. So, I say he was an accomplice. Because he's an SIMP.
Yeah.
Of course, Salmonella was, has to have been her conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. Yeah, I mean, they had a body which was pierced on a thing, so lifting him also requires a little bit more manpower than one fragile little lady, so they had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood.
Dun dun dun.
They probably burned it in the small incinerator, where it's the same incinerator where they burned the steak as well. What a scandal!
So much.
I know, Mrs. Vasquez. Miss Vasquez. Shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright.
This is basically admitting. This is confessing.
I lose. You win. It was fun.
She is confessing. I win? What's the catch? There's a catch. Even the audience. So, what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Yeah, she kind of did. Wait, so you mean Di Marquez? So, Vasquez. So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? No.
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Bum bum bum. Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether.
Oh, now we need proof. So much for testimonies, and gaps in testimonies are enough in this world.
You lack
I'm getting
decisive
angry again.
proof, Mr. Wright. Take a sip every time you get angry.
Basically. That's the worst drinking game in the existence. The worst Coke drinking game.
Yeah. Vanilla Coke.
Yeah. What? I mean, kind of has a point. But then again, the evidence that it was the other guy. Who am I defending again?
Huh?
Who am I defending again? What's the name?
Max Powers?
Yes. So,
Mr. Powers.
Mr. Powers, yeah.
Will Powers.
Will
sorry.
Powers. There is even less evidence pointing to Will Powers, so I have already...
You haven't proven his innocence.
Yeah, I have... Innocent and then proven guilty?
Not in this court.
There is less circumstantial evidence against him than against her because it was her, so... I'm getting angry again.
Also, remind your curveball that it's been several weeks since he last played this. He doesn't remember all the details off the top of his head anymore.
Like names? I forget names all the time.
Me too. You could have checked the profiles.
The Cotton Samurai. And your real life name is Chantal Miller. I'm good with names.
Yes, that is totally my real name. And the audience is left wondering.
Mr. Edwards, your thoughts?
Oh my, I'm having an experience right now.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's the witness says, as the witness says. He has a new voice now when he's in this gremlin mode.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the witness is precious. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
I don't think he finds this witness precious.
Got him! Edwards isn't sure. What?
Well,
Shit.
I came here as a witness today, not to be talked over by you man.
Ah.
If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? You did it, Vasquez. Testify again. No further questions. So this is letting her go, and probably is a gay man.
Pretty much.
Don't
Don't overthink it!
There is no stronger evidence against Hammer at this point.
You have to see this through.
Testify again. I guess you did it as 2 weeks, so I have to go for testify again.
Yep.
I'd like you to testify again. I am super sure about this.
Testify again? This has never happened before, that a person has to do multiple testifies except every other day. Oh, I'm so surprised. I have to...
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright.
Say it backwards. By the way, that's an actual trick to figure out if somebody is telling the truth, because if you are having just a memorized narrative, which you learned in a certain way, this is not as strong as having actual memories of events.
Hey, the
Therefore,
chat's complimenting you.
oh really? Your voice for the judge is actually good. Thank you.
See? Don't you feel better?
I do.
How's
I
it going?
do. But then again, it's a stolen voice. I'm not entirely sure where I got it from.
This voice I've taken...
But look, you can emulate a voice.
This is true. I can emulate at least one voice besides my own.
Keep going.
Uh,
I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers.
So I just have to ask different questions.
A waste of time.
Damn! To come so far only to fail, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh my god, I was not aware that quoting Linkin Park gets the crowd so riled up.
Oh, of course.
As it seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination as a witness of the witness, Miss Wake.
Oh my! Really? Really? Edgeworth! What's that? He has his own theme song?
No.
I was not aware that he has a theme song.
I don't think this is his theme song.
But it's also not Phoenix's.
Keep going.
Okay.
Well, yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting.
He's pulling a phoenix!
To what is he even objecting? His witness, potential suspect. Did he grow conscious in between cases? I didn't.
Oh, I see. Very well.
Wait. It's not even for anger at this point. It's just like.
Maybe
Your
there's such
Honor.
a problem with this.
I request that the witness testify. Okay, still, did he actually switch sides?
Just keep going. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
I agree.
Mr. Edgeworth. I too see the point in making this ruckus. Repeat everything again. What exactly did you want to testify about?
Well, yes. Ellipses. Indeed. Verily, I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
What's going on with him?
Nick! Why did Edgeworth?
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... ooh.
I guess you'll have to voice me for a bit.
Yep. But... Wasn't the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? Wasn't he the one who always said he gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. There comes our food for the next few days. After finding the body. I was with Silent Oldbeck, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbeck, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and the direction notes. Then I went home.
Oh, I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Phoenix, you are close, real close. She may be acting tough, so, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key. You need to twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. I said my own name.
That voice was terrible.
I know. There's a reason. I have been forbidden to voice act girls anymore.
I guess it's a good thing I got back.
Well, we already had this, so
Yeah,
unless you
okay.
really
No,
want to
not
make
really.
up for what I just did. Hold it!
I'm good.
What time was that? We were to... Oh, wait, when?
We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. It wasn't stuffing. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Pressing harder doesn't do anything, or does it cost me life energy?
It's not flashing the bar in the corner.
So I can press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? And what were you doing for 50 minutes? She suddenly has a lack of an alibi. The meeting ended at 4. She says she arrived 10 minutes before 5, so there is a 50-minute gap in her alibi.
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes?
Oh, I am not admitting to having committed murder that I am accused of. What a twist.
You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy?
It's filler text, they have to say something.
It's true.
But then we continue her testimony. Pressing!
Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
She is good. Did no one go to call him?
Remember,
Remember what?
there was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Sigh. Really, he sings sigh. That's the thing.
You don't?
No.
You never sigh in your head?
Huh. I'm not sure. I need to be more aware of myself and my own internal.
How about you,
monologue.
chat? Do any of you ever sigh internally? I mean, we all know we scream internally. That's
Oh, very
the universal
true.
constant. But do you ever sigh internally?
Press harder. I just press harder now every time to get all this juicy dialogue that somebody got paid to write out of this game. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? Wait, what? What did you just say that it was the other way around? Damn it, I should have paid attention.
The other way around.
I'm glad that the witness is just as confused as I am. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Marquez.
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you.
Fair point, fair point.
Also, without a steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at the location. No one noticed he was missing.
I mean, A, asshole move. B, this guy has a mane like a lion. How can he not stand out?
Glorious mane.
If anything, the costume reduces his presence. Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Marquez. You may continue.
Immediately called the police and Powers showed up. I'm not angry yet. I leave the coke here. What was everyone else doing at the time?
No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence.
It's not easy to speak to make ellipses in so many different voices.
Silence. Hey, Nick.
You don't even need the last thing you need to do, Maya, to make yourself even more annoying is quoting Navi from Ocarina of Time.
She said Nick, not Link.
Obviously, because the name of the character she's talking to
And
is
she didn't
Nick.
say listen.
Hey, Nick!
Are you gonna get mad at everyone who shouts hey?
If it is hey, then yes. Yes, I will.
Not everyone is quoting
Also,
that.
hello Netro. We are doing mostly fine except for this game. Slowly. Oh, for fuck's sake, Enigma, out, Enigma. Out of my chat, how dare
You
you?
could time him out, you know.
I'm not timing him out, also hello faithful, but... This is not for the game, this is because of you, Enigma.
Why is everyone so quiet about A and Y?
God damn it.
Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Security lady, alright, quit, agitated. Pointed at Power, saying he did it. I'm pressing hold back. The security lady. This is literally what she just said. This security lady, Miss Oldback.
It's filler text. You can't expect A+ AAA writing here.
But at least don't literally write what just had been written. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going toward the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder! Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. No.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Still left out of the proceedings. Oh, this is something worth pressing. You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing, being in the mafia and all.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise.
Wow.
They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us.
Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convincing everyone they didn't require questioning. I went to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. That script and your direction notes.
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Press harder. Why didn't she bring them in the first place? Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why is that?
Because of their murder.
She didn't know about a murder at this point. Why?
There was a murder after all.
Exactly, but you went there.
Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Yes, but you went there. No, Phoenix! She just... Why would she go there without her script and notes in the first place if she is expecting a rehearsal?
That's the thing you're supposed to catch on to here. Don't worry about
I did, I just...
Yes! Now wait for Phoenix to do it.
I'm okay, I can wait. Waiting is fine.
Miss Marquez, please continue.
Oh,
The whole point is to find a contradiction.
oh! Is he really stepping in? Holy mother of fuck. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. So much for waiting for Phoenix to find it? Huh?
Yeah, after having it pointed out to him.
Think. Miss Vaquer said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She wouldn't have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One.
Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. Oh shit, instead of Andy I switched into Bob. One of my other voices. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this?
Also just realized that Phoenix is so incompetent that he actually has not been able to solve a single case without assistance. First case, he was there with Mia. Second case, Mia's ghost appeared, I believe. Is this the third or the fourth case?
Third.
The third case. Okay, the third case, Edward has to come to his help. And Mia appeared earlier.
That's the power of friendship.
Law and order is a...
Friendship! Enigma says, patience, you have 50 more minutes.
No matter.
I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Oh? Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
You have to find... Oh.
You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
Thank you, tutorial girl. Can I go back? No. I was with sound.
You're at the beginning again.
When they found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Powers showed up. The security layout was quite agitated, pointed him he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went to get the script direction notes. I knew Hammer was injured and couldn't. How did she know that?
Yes. Where are you? The dude from Italian Spider-Man?
What?
The pointy dude. You don't know who I'm talking about, do you?
No.
The guy with the curly hair who's just like, oh! You haven't seen that gif?
Nope. Maybe I've seen the GIF, but I'm more thinking of what is it, Kiefer Sutherland or whatever, who is a body snatcher. Somebody edits this video, somebody edits this live stream and makes a sound over me. Anyways, how did you know about that injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
You have to find something to peg this on her here, or
Same. Blah 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 blah. Go get him. Go get him. I guess I have to throw evidence at her at some point, right?
Okay, I guess he's not really pointing so much as holding the door open. This one. You haven't seen that before?
Oh, this gift doesn't ring any bells
I've
to
seen
me.
it all over Tumblr in the past. Okay. Now you have to edit in that gift on the YouTube video so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. He dragged one leg, guided map, murder weapon. Still call it a murder weapon. Because we were just hypothesizing.
Yeah. You haven't proved anything yet.
Block to the path. Contains photos of every victory, every battle of Samurai has won. This one has not really come into effect yet, has it?
No, you used it with Cody.
And used it with him himself? Okay.
Yeah. You're like, what? Why would I
Shows
do
the
it? Because
camera.
you carry this camera everywhere. Oh, right, that.
Soul and Open Security where found the body. Was Soul at the rehearsal? I don't see anything reminding me of the rehearsal.
Was.
So he would.
Autopsy. Huh. I thought you had like a.
Yeah, I don't have anything pointing to the rehearsal.
I thought you had like a written testimony from someone.
So yeah, I was with Sal and Oldbeck, the security lady, when we found the body. Okay. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Yeah, makes sense. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbeck was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer, get my script and directions and notes. I knew that Hammett was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. I mean, I have full life and we are probably very close to the end.
Yeah, so take some guesses.
I guess I could take some guesses. Couldn't do any action scenes. I left them behind. Back to the trailer to get my script and directions notes.
Right. Look at the dialogue again.
The new one?
What does this say?
I knew Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
Who is Hammer?
Wait, Hammer is the wrong person?
Hammer's the victim.
So she just did a Freudian slip. And this is literally all that's happening. I tried pressing and it didn't do it. I mean, this was the one I was guessing for anyways, because dragging one leg,
Yeah.
and
so
I have
it connects to the injury.
exactly. I have full life, so oh, the music stopped. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Oh, Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. But that's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You heard Mr. Manella wrong. Really? Why? So much better than getting angry.
Yeah.
This game is going to turn me into a cola-holic.
I was gonna say, drown your problems in cola.
It's very true. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but was it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Oh!
But when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Wow! He's completely on board with the story right now. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai outfit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Why did he keep limping all the way?
Order!
So anyone looking would think it was Hammer.
So Okay, here's a part where I actually forgot what we last discovered. So he was... Why was he pretending to be Power?
Because we don't know he's dead.
Oh.
He put on the costume and went somewhere for some reason in the costume and was emulating his injury so people would think it was Powers. That's all we know.
Witness,
Or all we presume.
can you refute this claim? We haven't had a full breakdown phase for her yet. Or is this
Not
the
yet.
extent? Oh, so there is one.
Usually everyone has a dramatic breakdown.
Yeah. Let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Oh, that's an interesting witness that is asking, who is asking questions. Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead?
Well, we already established that it might have been an accident.
Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Fair point.
Yes, he would need a motive.
What about Powers?
Yeah, Enigma says Hammer wanted to imitate Power so he can be implicated, get fired, and then he can start his own rise back to stardom.
Oh, that could
That's
actually...
the current sub.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But yeah, what why is it necessary for her to have a motive if there is none for Powers?
I don't know, keep going on your brands. Gives me time to eat and chew on things. To eat gummies.
Well, why would she have killed the victim?
Why would have Powers killed the victim?
Do you need a refill?
I hope not. Wait, didn't Enigma just say something about 50 minutes to go? Now it's 40 minutes to go and my glass is empty.
Yep.
Is there still enough Coke?
No.
Did you use the rest of the Coke?
Most of it.
How well does Coke mix with ginger ale?
You want to find out?
I guess I will want to find
Alright,
out.
I'll be back.
If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say about...
What about Powers? You were willing to...
What do you do with people who are convicted? To convict Powers without a motive either. Please hurry up. Good. Of course I can prove it. Of course I can't. I mean, I don't need to be a genius to figure out that of course I can't prove it is the wrong answer because it's a dead end answer. So I guess I go for of course I can prove it. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Oh boy! Oh.
Stir in the vanilla or just leave it on top?
I guess if you can do careful enough stirring. Wait, I can maybe do careful enough stirring.
I carefully stirred the other one.
That will totally do it. Okay. This is not a motive. This is not a motive. Or is this a motive? Because he dressed up for some weird reason. Maybe he was threatening her. That was a motive. This is just a map. This is a broken weapon. This is a broken mascot. Maybe she's in need for money. This is contains photos of every victory in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Maybe this is evidence? I don't know.
What are you trying to prove?
I present to the court evidence of Miss Vasquez's motive in the murder. So her motive.
Okay.
Wait. That is probably the motive, because this is literally what she was holding over him the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This game is made for young adults, right? Young-ish.
I guess
Like,
so.
probably not even full adults.
I don't know, it's also made for Japanese people. Whatever that means.
What does that mean?
What does it mean
What are
indeed?
you implying?
I am still so hung up on this episode of the Trash Taste podcast, where they were like, yeah, Japanese humor is actually pretty shit. And ever since I had external sources tell me that, I am like, shit, humor is the weakest part of every goddamn anime I love. It's true. They make fantastic action and tenseness and feels and whatnot, but the humor, even in my favorite shows, I believe the humor is really the part where I'm always like,
It's a bit hit and miss sometimes.
yeah. I have still full life, so no, I don't need to check it. I present it. This is what she's. No music cutting out. This is my proof. Oh, this is the photo from before.
This is the photo from before?
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I am right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With De Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, De Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as an evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talks about Mr. Hammer. Almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Miss De Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss De Vasquez have?
Maybe self-defense because he wanted to murder her? I don't know.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, god damn it. Stupidity is apparently contagious within this courtroom.
According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me.
Yeah, one that you kept on by blackmail, and therefore he was a very unstable source of...
And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
You probably didn't even intend to kill him.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive, she just did it out of spite because women are evil, right? See, proof women are totally evil. This head smack, how do you even call this move? Definitely, who at this point in the game fucks it up? Who said she had no motive? Wait, I just revealed evidence. I don't have more evidence. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Allow me to I just did.
Would you like some help?
Do I show this picture now?
Would you like some help?
Is it the book? I have still full... I guess it was help. And it is his picture.
No.
What? It is my badge or my attorney's badge.
No.
Why not? This makes sense to me. Time of death pierced through the nose. This is just like he's dead. Jack's autopsy? Who is Jack, by the way? Let's pause this and
Jack Hammer. The murder victim.
Fuck, I forgot he has a first name.
It's a pun, because a jackhammer is a thing.
I know. Okay, so you say it's not this. This is still not the thing. This is not really... I presented this picture as my motive.
Mm-hmm.
How is this not the
Do
motive?
you want help?
Is stuff falling apart the motive? I mean, it could be. I mean, here's like... He's always losing. That might be his motive.
Pick something and present it.
Sleeping with a large bone. The van is the motive. She
Sure.
really likes...
He scratched the paint on the van.
Square-
And she was pissed off.
She really likes rectangle cars.
How dare he scratch the paint? They just
Found
got
on
it
a
painted.
table bears Jackhammer's fingerprint. So yeah, this is just a tool of his deception. He is dragging one leg. He's dead. Do I show the same picture again?
Sure, why not?
You just offered me... Wait. That's hurtful to Denim. What is hurtful to Denim? Even if it might be a little bit true. Oh, probably it's still the thing that all women are evil. I am just referring to the Bible, which indicates that women are basically the... Oh shit, she actually knows... let's call it
endings,
Kung
pressure
Fu.
points.
Let's call it Kung Fu for simplicity purposes. She knows Kung Fu and pressure points. Yeah, I should actually be nice around her. This is a lasting tingle, I have to admit.
There's a nerve ending there.
There's a point of pressure points, isn't it? I might be open for a hint at this point because I literally have no clue.
You chose wrong.
I haven't chosen yet.
No, you did. No. I'm not talking about the evidence.
Oh. I've chosen wrong by not accepting your help.
No, I don't mean that either.
Oh, I should have chosen otherwise she has no motive.
She has no motive.
It was an accident.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't an accident. It was self-defense.
How do I get out of here? Help! There's only one
Present
bitten.
something.
Did I lose this case?
No, you're not that low on health yet.
I showed the same picture again. Fuck it. This is my proof.
This turns out why Mr. Case wanted to kill Mr. Hammer.
I'd say what proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles.
Mr. Wright, this because this court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for waste of the court's time.
Think this one through, please.
Mr. Wright, I ask you again, please explain Mrs. Arquette's motive for the murder.
Brings
Okay.
you back to this thing,
She
which tells you
had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What?
No. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs and say, shit, this is literally what I said 5 minutes ago. I want to... First of all, don't say thank you, Denim, when she hurts me. Second of all, I want to have appreciation for actually correctly predicting the outcome and then being persuaded by
Your
my own
self-
insecurities.
Yep, pretty much. Your own self-doubt, your own second thoughts.
What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill... What? Why? Thank you, Edward. Why? When did Edward become my stand-in in this game?
Because he's the smart one.
Oh, I mean, if you put it like
Also-
that. Oh, this is Edward.
Apparently.
Andy Summers doesn't have a loud voice. What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai's costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Di Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for... Why kill? He could have just tried to pressure her, and he was smarter than a possible 20-year-old DS game. Thank you, Enigma, for always having my back.
You drove him to
And
drink
stabbing
more
it.
cola.
I'm stabbing it so hard. But yeah, why necessarily kill her? More like confront her, but then again, Wow.
So pin it on Powers, so he could be the one that's famous, and Powers has his career ruined.
That's an actual brutal dick move.
Yeah.
Hammer was an actual bad person.
I mean, she implied that the original death wasn't an accident. She did imply earlier that the original death wasn't an accident.
Wow. Hammer is really an evil asshole.
Maybe.
I mean, he was, so he had it
never
coming.
Really know.
Oh, there is the anger phase. Oh boy, there went the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh yeah?
I am guilty.
Huh, that was easy.
It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late.
Ah, Miss Vasquez!
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Wait, what? Oh, this is the past.
Manuel.
Miss Vasquez, please! Try to remain calm. This is now the official Hammer voice since we didn't have one until now because he's dead.
No, how could this?
It was an accident.
She came there, she wasn't there. It's not her.
Mr. Hammer was doing an accident scene.
An action scene, and
Who is saying that?
people that were around at the accident. Who knows? Someone has to No, Manuel, don't touch. Oh.
Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez.
No.
Oh my god, she loved him.
Apparently. Please don't die. Please.
Oh shit. Hammer just turned eviler and eviler by the second.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
Miss Ashford, where's Di Vasquez?
Oh wait, this is also me.
Yep.
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
it appears we have brought you about yet another miracle.
Hi, thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found, so is only natural, not a miracle.
Trying to downplay.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Really? They have fucking When did he even come to the stand?
He was watching.
But he was in this witness stand.
Some time has passed. She was already a little bit of time passed. She went to the lobby. He had time to get to the stand in the meantime. Just because they skipped over it doesn't mean it didn't happen. He clearly said, "Where is the defendant?" She had enough time to leave and go somewhere.
This court is adjourned.
We will probably have some nice epilogue with Phoenix and Edgeworth talking. What is he saying now? Also, at the end of the day, no matter how much you drink, you love me and appreciate it. Here's the thing. I probably do appreciate you. Not probably. I do appreciate you a lot, Enigma. But this game is actually bothering me legitimately.
This next case is gonna be interesting.
Oh, God.
Let's keep going, keep going.
October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Very important that we talk.
Number 3.
I don't know what to say. I remember his voice for some reason.
Yay!
Because he's such a whiny douchebag. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you are okay, except for this chronic depression you seem to have and all the crying
Just a
and...
big softy.
He is. God damn it. And how? Again, okay, now that for the first time in this episode we see his hair, how can anybody claim that he is a person that gets overlooked and not missed?
Perhaps the script was written before the designs were completed.
Stop giving meta explanations for this kind of stuff.
Yes, but
Wait, Will? His name is... Oh, Willpower.
Yeah, willpower.
Oh, God, his name is Willpower and he's a crying baby with no will... Oh, look at this cola.
yes, but it's sad. I know. No. Mr. Hammer stole my
Costume and try to frame you for murder. Uh-huh.
Not bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vosky, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder.
Also, how incompetent of an action star was Willpower? No, the other one, the Jack Hammer. That he is like, oh, I'm walking up to this fragile woman with the intent to murder her, and she just boop, pokes me off the stairs, and I'm like, oh, I guess I fall on those pointy fence now.
He probably struggled and he fell over again because he couldn't see and move very well in the costume because it was too big for him.
It is a good thing that he was not an action star anymore, because he was clearly past his prime.
I mean, that's also true.
That is actually true canonically.
It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh? I didn't have a degree in psychology. I mean, I barely passed the law exam. I'm not really sure why I'm here. I just inherited this law
because you wanted
office.
to be a defense attorney.
Exactly.
Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Why? His voice is degrading. I'm just
You're
glad that
turning into the judge.
this case is more or less over. I'm very glad, because I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this voice going at all. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame? Show evidence. I don't know is obviously the wrong answer. So show evidence.
Well, this is what
I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... I assume because he was always winning. Wrong button, because this game does not use enter as confirmation, but E. It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel...
He's the brains of the operation, isn't he?
Less than 20 minutes to go.
Shit, we get to start the new case, aren't we?
Yep.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting as in a kids show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. Oh boy, that's brutal.
I think I understand. I hate myself, you know. those Wolverine mutton chops didn't really pay off. I did cast in a kid show myself and not in the X-Men. I would be property of Disney by now, but no, I'm...
Oh, this is not actually text that's written there. I'm improvising, I guess.
Whoa.
You could have just told me. I would have changed places with
Any... That's not how it works. Okay, your character had a face mask. The other one didn't. I think you're missing the point, yes. Ah.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. Simply because I'm not on murder trial anymore in a country that has the best death penalty and therefore I'm about to get killed.
Oh my god. Then again, Diva's case did not commit a murder either.
Yeah.
It
was
was
just a
in
manslaughter.
self-defense.
However, she did cover up a murder.
Exactly,
She did cover it up.
she did a lot of shenanigans afterwards, which probably give her prison time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Diva's case did not commit a murder, so she should not get murdered, executed herself. So am I. So am I. Pig. I don't know, when I hear like,
A
that will
repeated
do,
line.
that will do, pig, that will do. This is what I'm always thinking of when somebody repeats such a short line twice. It's like,
Keep going, keep going.
I like Babe. It's a nice movie. Judge me if you want.
It is a good movie. It's
Yeah,
directed by the
exactly.
same guy that directed Mad Max.
Yeah, it actually is. I believe we saw this recently. Cut. Oh wait, this is you.
Congratulations, WP!
Who are you calling P?
Thank you. I'll be able to don this summer outfit once more.
With a different arch nemesis, I guess.
I can't wait to get back into this.
Sweaty's costumes and
Don't start a howl.
Oh, there's something wrong.
No, of course not.
the costume was burned in the incinerator, and therefore it's impossible to continue.
Nick, Edgeworth.
Oh my god, frontal view. Shit. His frontal view is actually intimidating. I'm feeling a little bit scared. Then again, this man has good taste. I mean, the black and red combination. I don't wanna come off too selfish, but this man knows what's going. And I mean, having this like more hair split more to one side than to the other. I mean, like, this man might be my spirit animal in this game. God knows it's not Phoenix Wright. God, the battle of the ellipses.
No, I'm not sure you're tsundere enough to be Edgeworth.
Excuse me, I'm very tsundere. Also, welcome to Phoenix Wright 2021. Enjoy the voice and a minute.
In minute clues, meaning small.
I drink to that. Coke. Oh my god, how many?
Should probably be your last glass. You've been drinking them very quickly.
Say something, right? You came up to me. Why do I have to do the talking? I'm not good at small talk. Fair enough. I gave him the right
He's also
voice.
like you.
I gave him the... See, he is my spirit animal. Huh? What? Ellipses. That was too bad, Edwards. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez has gotten away, would have gotten away with, if you hadn't stepped in.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Paul.
You can enunciate a little more than that.
I could.
Yeah, but you've been having a lot of coke.
Oh, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. What? No!
Yes.
No, I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
He canonically is a fan.
Oh, shit. Liar. See? Even Phoenix.
Keep going.
Right. must say I haven't expected to meet you again after all these years. This is 3 cases in it.
Me again?
Yes, we were in college together, weren't we?
No.
What?
No.
No?
You haven't seen him since you were a kid?
A kid? Okay. However, in retrospect, I would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. He really is like me.
He has the hots for Phoenix.
No, that's no. What I was
I
going for
should-
is that he appreciates being an automaton without feelings, and just being forced into emotions by his
Yes.
fleshy husk.
I prefer to interpret it as he has unnecessary feelings for Wright.
No,
Hi, liebe
very,
Stern.
very most certainly no. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't you kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again until the next case. That's what I came here to tell you. So, is he canonically a fan or not? You claim he is, but he just said it. Phoenix called him a
Guess
liar.
I'll just have to keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if? They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick?
For now, we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something?
Because you're a fucking child who has no reason to be here in the first place.
Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
We were childhood friends. We banged in kindergarten, which is very inappropriate if you think about it too much.
It is, yes.
It's very much it. But then again, if both of them are minor, let's not go there. And so the curtain closes on another trial. Wait, he's not going to explain it? What an asshole. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming choice. They went back to making kids shows again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pink Princess.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right?
Pink Princess.
Yeah.
I watched all of She-Ra, Princesses of Power, and I fucking loved it. So I'm not really the one to judge. So fine. I admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think I'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it. Okay, this is not me anymore. Fuck merch.
Isn't it great the WP gets to play the lead again?
Let me impersonate my favorite Nathan Fillion meme.
It's a costume. No one can tell who's inside.
What are those? Also, Powers
Padding.
is too big of a person to fit in such a slender costume. I call bullshit.
I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
It's literally him in this costume. I don't see his beefy arms fitting in it. Sorry, sexual dimorphism. Male and female humans have different proportions on average, and willpower. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real willpowers. The end. I wasn't even able to keep my Phoenix voice going. Turnabout Samurai, a brand new episode has been added. Oh no, see Edgeworth, he's suffering so much, and the Count is there as the villain, and a guy with a parrot. Oh no. There will be a parrot in the witness stand, won't there? There will be a parrot in the witness stand.
I'm not saying a thing. I'm just going to drink my tea, which is slightly Tennessee flavored.
I see what you did there. Nice.
So,
7 minutes to go. I'm not really sure if we should start the new episode. I mean, we could give a teaser, like saving the progress. I'm not really sure why I'm saving it right now, but I'm doing it anyways.
You must play to find out.
Exactly. So yeah, as
they unravel things.
Yeah.
Narratively.
It's already starting it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh look, 2 penises in a boat.
Yeah, 2 dicks.
Oh wait, what fuck? This takes us 15 years. It's a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I have suffered.
You have suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself.
I'm not even sure which character talking. At last, I shall have my revenge. Wait, what? Okay, the bird is. Oh my. Merry Christmas. So he had a disintegration gun which disintegrated the person across from him, and whoa! What?
December 25th.
If
8
only
a.m.
If only we have gotten to that case before the Christmas
I was
break.
thinking about that.
Damn.
Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls. Dare I ask, why, you insufferable little prick who still keeps hanging around my office for unrecognizable
Because you
reasons?
worked with her sister. That means you're practically related. That's how it works, right?
I'm pretty sure I banged her sister at some point.
I doubt it. This is Phoenix we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure I banged her.
I don't think he could score that.
No, but
she's out of his league.
Absolutely, but it's the other way around. She probably needed some relief for a coffee break, and she was like, "Yo, you male assistant that I have in my law office shortly before I get murdered. I need some D."
She could get better.
Probably, but if you just need some coffee break D and you have a male assistant with a weird spiky hairstyle, you do what you...
She has more of a taste for coffee.
She's dead. What do you know about her flavor?
I know her past or bits of her past because of future games that reveal more.
Is it a prequel?
No, it's a flashback.
Okay. But so he's now trying to turn it around by being like, hey, I got banged by her sister. Now I am the boss, so I get her sister to...
Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one.
This zip of my cola represents perfectly those ellipses. Oh, it's part of your spirit medium training?
Of course, except I've been slacking off lately.
You have been slacking a lot.
I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters.
You haven't tried a shower. Okay. I don't know about any faults per se, but Gord Lake is pretty close.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. But them's the breaks?
Yeah, them's the breaks. It's an expression.
Yeah, I guess so. Couldn't you just take... at least one person on the writing staff is in sync with me. Probably the person who gets just as fed up as me with the redundant dialogues. And every now and then they let this person add a line or two where I'm like, yeah, bro, I getcha.
Also, Liebe Stern, she's wearing a magatama. It's part of her spirit medium occupation thing.
It's a good idea.
Good idea.
So much for rushing spring waters.
Next on the news, a large unidentified animal has stranded at Gourd Lake. It is very annoying that I have to remove my hand from this position. Oh, that is very helpful, thank you. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gorgie in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Haha, this is very smart of them. So its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Ellipsis. Even I, a prompter on the TV, are not convinced.
Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? I mean, like about all the murdered people in this world?
Nick? The water pressure is kind of low in that shower.
He told her to take a shower, then we watch a little bit of news, and she comes back and is talking directly about the shower.
She went to go try it.
Is she naked?
No.
I mean, obviously her character model for resource purposes is still dressed because they literally have only this version of her, and
She was trying to meditate under the shower. She wasn't taking a shower.
did she even turn on the water? Wait, so she's doing Miss Wet T-shirt right now?
It doesn't look that thin of fabric to me. Don't
You
get
want-
ideas about the 15 or 16-year-old girl.
Actually, in Japan, the age of consent. It's factually true.
Keep going.
You want more pressure?
Oh, my ear.
Sorry. Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with What the fuck is wrong?
What's wrong with you? Maybe we
Both.
shouldn't get him drunk.
Both are legit questions. Both. He still said it. I'm just misinterpreting it.
Da, 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 da. Good idea, Nick. No, don't do that. Those are really,
You
really
can
powerful. They
keep
can
your
cause bad
weird
injuries. They're
head
very high
on.
pressure if they're anything like American fire truck.
Apparently, Fey blood is no aid to detecting
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gorge Lake, but this time it's murder!
I'm not sure what happened to the first newscaster that I voiced before, but this new one is very much into it. Gorge Lake again.
Gord.
Gorge Lake.
The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources indicate the police department revealed
Inside the police department.
Inside, yeah.
that the suspect's name is
Miles Edgeworth.
Wage 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skill and connections until he fucked up and kept losing to this newbie with his strange hair, and he was guaranteed to a long and rewarding career,
Was he thrown it all? Has he thrown it all away? Huh? Edgeworth? What's going on? Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Edgeworth would never do something like this.
How dare you?
I know, right?
Nick?
I'm really trying to find a good stopping point for today. Yipes! Maya, you are still drenched in your wet clothing. Have you really stand
As
under the
Lupa
shower?
pointed out, she could have just held her hand underneath it.
Oh.
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
How fast is he? How close is this fire station?
I don't know.
Ah, yeah. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder.
Da-da.
Hello, Owen Watersprite.
What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How?
I'm pretty sure I could come up with more question words.
Probably.
I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick. Here's a good save point.
That looks like a very good. Isn't there usually a title card for new cases?
Yes.
Haven't we already seen it?
Yes.
Are we sure we have seen it?
Yes.
Okay, I will take your word for it. Oh, well. I'm not sure. How do I get to the title screen? This is not how I... Wait, J.
Title
I have to
screen.
click J. Because, yeah, of course I have to click J to get to the title screen.
J for
Duh.
title screen.
Yep, that's... What is title screen in Japanese? If you don't know, I don't know. You actually speak
Main
Japanese.
screen? I don't know.
Main screener.
No, that's not what I said.
But there's no J in there. Literally.
No, there's no J.
But yeah, we did it. We finally have proven the innocence of willpower. We have not only proven that Jack Hammer got accidentally murdered by the Vasquez, but we've also proven that he's a murderous, evil asshole that got what is coming. And now we are in the fourth trial. The fourth trial of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. On Gaming and Ties. I already had my hands here. I needed to kind of commit.
We got it.
I committed. But yeah, this was the first episode of Gaming and Ties this year. More to come. I am still committed to finish. I'm not even sure what the name of the first game is. I believe the name is really like Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Trials and Tribulations? No, I think that's the second one. Or the third.
I guess. I mean, the very first Phoenix Wright game. I'm still committed to finish at least this one. I'm not too sure about this Tagdon case you mentioned before.
We're gonna finish that one too.
I guess we are going to finish that one too. You heard it right here from off camera.
But whether we go on to the next game or not, I don't know if my sanity can deal with him.
It's true, but I might have found a solution to enjoy this game more.
Did you enjoy the game more afterward?
I might have.
Hey! Well then it's
It's a horrible precedence we are setting there.
Yeah.
This is caffeine and sugar, kids. Those are hell of a drugs. And don't do them, or do them in moderation. That's the
distilled
thing where
potatoes.
I'm going. And yeah, besides that, everybody, welcome to 2020. I hope you enjoyed.
2021? I hope we're not doing 2020 again.
2020 Part 2, 2020, 2020.1, the new release.
The other interpretation I've heard, 2021.
2022.
But then we'll finally be 2023!
Hey! Anyways, you guys have a good one, and see you all on the next episode of Gaming and Ties. Bye.